You didn't interest me.
Deal. Too easy. I have a plan. Hiya. Now, try to listen to it all. There is a lot. Before you assume my position or what the video is covering, you need to take it all in, maybe twice. WayCoeur is not as important as you think in this video, but they are a good case study for a large set of problems. Problems that I don't know if they are due to stupidity, willing ignorance, or outright cool kids bonding around something to be angry at. Either way, I'm fed up with the BS, the pretense, the slimy hating that goes on within groups over things that don't exist. I will call it out. This will upset some of you, but I'm going to be me and say what I think. That's what my channel is about, truth and not fakes acts. Before we go over this shit, let's look at the post, as it's only part of the issue. I state two main things in response to Shai buffs having no counters and Shai being extremely tanky. All I'm doing is challenging these points. See how this is not class balance, but setting facts. I'm not in disagreement with the issues Shai brings to group PvP. I have been clear on this in the past. It needs addressing. Nowhere do I disagree with that part of the argument. Some assume I'm disagreeing with that, because I would challenge part of an argument that also includes that argument. No, I'm not an asshole. I don't argue in bad faith. I don't look for one incorrect statement in an argument and claim it undermines all other point, unlike someone who posts later. That's a key factor of good faith debate. Try it. But I do challenge weak or incorrect points to help strengthen and formulate valuable feedback. You must correctly state your arguments. I'm not doing anything apart from stating what PA team devs may state. It helps to have someone like myself challenge your arguments before they go to devs. And if Romanos can shoot down the arguments, then he has a better case. So I clear up that there are Shai counters to the buffs, not if they are easy or fair, but that there are. As he states, there are not. That can develop into, yes, there are some, but they are not reasonable to expect the player to carry out. That has more impact as feedback than claiming there are none. See how this works? He states Shai can run full evasion and be very tanky, and buff groups. Yup. This is true, but I counter it with gauntlets and their tankiness, and how a gauntlet class can 1v1 a Shai can keep that Shai down. This is actual striker, shot, mystic, disruption play. Shai is not the only class able to play disruption. He can then explain, no one would be willing to do that. Or, having to have Shai counters just makes the issue twice as bad. Now, two classes are mandatory. I hope this is sinking in about how to develop feedback, because I'm not helping anymore. Fed up with the BS, so you lot have got to work it out. Very hostile environment in the feedback section of the forums and no one has my back, so why bother involving anyone? I will do it my old way. So, to be clear, all I have done is clear up and challenge to point Romanos made, part of debating. If he wants to put them in his argument, they will be tested, and I have given him the chance to do so. This is good for his feedback. Nowhere do I disagree that Shai has become mandatory. In fact, I am in agreement with that, and have stated so in the past. I do not need to challenge such an argument as I agree, and it is also very clear. I have explained all that now, but still some will not understand or choose not to. Not my problem. And then the issue changes to a strange one of slimy dislike of me, for imagined reasons, e.g., that I don't think Shai is an issue, or like, because I stand out a bit and someone else is in the shadows. Hey, I ain't super popular. I have a small channel and good in-game friends. I'm happy with that. We are not competing. Stop seeing me as a threat. But for me, trying to strengthen the arguments in this thread, a pleb joins the forum and posts directly at me, joins with a new account. It's okay to disagree, but he wanted to also claim I was bad, and my input on balancing that I had not made was worthless. This troll that pops in does not only insult me, but then needs to dismiss RBF, as he hardly does it, so he can't complete in my area. These were not my arguments, and he was not here to debate. He was here to take me down a peg. Why? Well, I was going to rip into WayCoeur for his sliminess, but after much thought, I decided not to make it personal. I don't want to be responsible for him getting flack. Sure, I can deal with what his sort cause me in the way of problems, but I don't think he would fare so well. He's already feeling insecure enough to have a stab at me, and I'm not that important. I also see he likes to stream and is also reasonably minor, like myself, so I'm not going to put him off by driving hate his way. Even if his sort have been directing it my way, I can only hope the chap grows up a little, stops trying to impress his cool kid friends by coming after the snoods, and just gets on with his own thing. For now, I will let it rest, see how it all develops. Cool kids in-game are never going to change. They can't, they are idiots. But maybe WayCoeur is not all that bad. We will see. I will just say, this WayCoeur, I have seen your play and you ain't all that. It's easy to feel skilled and knowledgeable when you're a Shai in the middle of geared players in top-end guilds. This is nothing special. You are a good shot caller and an average Shai lurking around in top-end guilds. Don't let it go to your head. You ain't all that. You're not in a position to be preaching whose feedback has values or not. I have been in top-end guild in the past, with lesser gear than required. I have done what you do, and I don't like the sweatiness and dedication needed I see in such guilds. Cool for such people if they do. But I play BDO for fun and find fun in many areas of the game, without needing the validation of crushing others. But WayCoeur, I want you to remember, we are in agreement over Shai and the issues in some areas of the game. We always have been. Yet, you state I should not be talking class balance. Well, ain't that a paradox? Next time, know what you're talking about, who you're talking to, and what you're saying. Don't just come in gun blazing to impress your cool kids. This time, I have been forgiving. Next time, I won't. For now, snoods out.